The West Lafayette Police Department has moved its dispatcher into a new location.
The dispatchers share a room with dispatchers at the Purdue Police Department. News 18's Austin Miller tells us how the move will benefit both departments.
41 to 49, request you being route.
Traffic court date's going to be 10-5.
When you get a chance, can you signal one, please?
It's a move that's been nearly a year in the making. Thursday was the first full day West Lafayette and Purdue dispatchers were in the same room. Purdue Police lead dispatcher Michelle Burge says it's great to have new neighbors.
We've had, communications over the phone for years, but now we have them in our room, so now we have faces to put with voices and names.
We started this concept, this project, at least a year ago, if not more, in throwing around the idea, but through annexation and through the university and the city doing a lot more collectively, that this was really a no-brainer.
Prior to the move, West Lafayette dispatchers weren't even located in their own jurisdiction, taking calls across the river at Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Office. The new room is divided up, one side Purdue dispatchers, the other West Lafayette. West Lafayette Police Chief Jason Dumkowski says sharing the space makes it quicker to relay messages, which in turn leads to improved response times.
Having that efficiency of communication is such a big deal. The breakdown of communication in emergency situations and even routine calls for service, major events, is an issue.
It's much quicker. We no longer have to make a phone call or transfer a call. We can say, hey, we've got this information. We can forward it to them immediately and then send the callers over to them so they have a heads up.
In order to make the move possible, West Lafayette City Council allocated $60,000 to renovate the facility. In addition to providing the space, Purdue agreed to also pay the utilities. Purdue Police Chief John Cox says they've spent the last 3 months planning the best way to have two dispatch agencies in one room.
We've taken a lot of input. A lot of the way the room is set up is based on what the dispatchers thought would work best. We've done a lot of collaborating together to try to come up with what we think might be bumps that we might have to address, and address those ahead of time before we get to them.
Despite any hiccups, Dumkowski and Cox say the combined center is the best and most efficient way to serve the public.
It's really a win-win for everybody, and I think it'll be good for both departments. I think that it'll streamline some communications. I think that in a crisis, it'll be very important.
It's going to be better for the city and the university in terms of public service and serving our public and serving our constituents.
In West Lafayette, Austin Miller, News 18.